Welcome to Heart, Soul, Mind, and Strength, where we work toward loving God with everything that makes us human. Part of what makes us human is our bodies. To that end, we should know how to take care of our bodies and do what we can to stay physically healthy. One foundational part of that is understanding something called energy balance and how it can affect our bodies. Let's get into it. We'll be covering a somewhat lighter topic this time. Hopefully it'll still be helpful and interesting, even if not quite so ethically loaded. Today we're going to do a very high-level overview on calories and energy balance. To get started, since I'm such a big fan of words and their definitions, we'll take a look at some now. First, let's look at what a calorie is. A calorie, notice lowercase c, is a unit of measurement of energy. It's an amount of energy required to heat 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius at sea level. A calorie with an uppercase C is actually a kilocalorie, or 1,000 calories. Whenever we refer to calories, like on food labels, we're actually talking about kilocalories. Unless you're working in a chemistry lab or something, you will almost never deal in terms of small calories. Most people only deal with kilocalories, usually using the term calorie with an uppercase C versus a lowercase c. So why is this important to understand what a calorie is? Well, they are the foundation of what fitness professionals refer to as energy balance. The food we consume contains calories. The energy our bodies use to do things like move and heal and generally stay alive comes from burning calories. If we consume more calories than we burn, some of those extra calories are expelled from our system through various biological processes. I don't need to get into details. The rest are stored for later use. The energy storage mechanism used by the body is called fat. Each pound of fat stores approximately 3,500 calories worth of energy. This is what energy balance is all about. You consume some amount of calories throughout the day, you burn some amount of calories throughout the day, and if you consume more calories than you burn, your body stores the extra energy as fat. This is called a positive energy balance. If you consume fewer calories than you burn, your body taps into existing fat stores in order to access the energy needed to bridge the gap between what you consumed and what your body burned. This, of course, is called a negative energy balance. Now, for all the ultra-sciencey sounding jargon that you hear about with weight management and dietary wizardry and even weight loss medications, the simple fact of the matter remains. If you maintain a positive energy balance, you will increase the amount of fat in your body. If you maintain a negative energy balance, you will decrease the amount of fat in your body. There is literally no other way for this to even possibly work. Your body cannot simply just produce calories from thin air, and any extra calories can't simply cease to exist. If anyone tells you different, then either they're trying to blind you with science or possibly justify how much they're charging for their services, or they just really don't understand the physics enough to know what they're talking about in this context. Now here's where things get a little tricky. For all intents and purposes, it's impossible to determine the precise number of calories you take in over the course of any given meal. Yeah, I know you can read the label and you can weigh and measure everything to the 100th of an ounce to be as accurate as you possibly can be, but unfortunately the calories reported in most food labels are not entirely accurate. Those labels can be off by as much as 30%. Now, couple this with the fact that you also cannot accurately determine the precise number of calories you burn over a given period of time. The body burns calories with movement, with electrical impulses in your central nervous system, and with the functioning of internal organs. In fact, it takes calories to digest food to get more calories into your system. So there's really no way to precisely know how many calories you consume over a period of time, or how many calories you burn over that same period of time. So if that's the case, how are you supposed to get any understanding of energy balance and use that to achieve your health and fitness goals? Well, the way you do that is by taking frequent measurements and viewing the data as a trend rather than as individual data points. So if you were to step on the scale every day, for example, You'll find that your weight can fluctuate several pounds in either direction from one day to the next. However, if you get an average over 7 consecutive days and then compare averages from week to week, then you have a better view into how you're doing with your energy balance. Now, some people can find this a little bit difficult because they might see that they've gained a couple of pounds even though they felt like they did really well the day before. That can be discouraging for a lot of people. But remember, there are many, many factors involved in your overall body weight from day to day. Hydration, the food that's still working its way through your digestive system, even the weather can have an impact. Now, take frequent measurements, look for the trend over time, and then make adjustments as necessary. This is all extremely high level, very, very simplified stuff. But in reality, this is actually all you really need to have in order to affect a change in your body fat. Now, keep in mind, this doesn't necessarily mean that it'll make you healthier. You could find the desired energy balance by eating just the right number of calories while eating Twinkies and donuts and cookies. But you won't be healthy for very long. A man named Mark Haug tried this by eating junk food but maintaining a negative energy balance, and he did lose weight, but he wasn't healthier at the end of his experiment. Now, we'll get deeper into the health side of things later. For now, just understanding what we've covered here should be enough to give you some solid information and a solid foundation to get started on your health and fitness journey. It really is just that simple. Life's already complicated enough on its own. Don't overcomplicate it, and don't let other people make you think it has to be complicated. I hope this was helpful and thought-provoking for you. Please feel free to leave me any feedback you may have, respectfully, of course. Also, I'd like to ask you a quick favor. Since this project is so extremely brand new, I need your help to get more eyeballs on it. By sharing feedback or linking back here, it'll help get the word out. And nothing works better than sharing it with everyone you know. You can also subscribe so that you're the first one to get any new content. So stop by the website regularly since I'll be adding more resources and you don't want to miss that. And you'll find a link to the website in the notes. Thanks again, and I look forward to sharing the next exciting topic with you.